Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's having a great day. This reading is for Scorpio. New moon in Leo for Scorpio. So Scorpio, what's it about? Self-promotion? You know, good work does get noticed, but shamelessly, you really have to promote yourself, and it's not a bad thing. So this is about, this new moon is how are you going to promote yourself, right? Right? How are you going to challenge yourself to promote yourself? So you have to get out of your position. And how are you going to market yourself? Because you definitely got the skills, So how are you going to promote yourself? It's not a bad thing. I know sometimes, you look at things like, my God, that person's got so much ego. But hey, if you don't, cheer yourself on, who's going to do it? So I already threw out the cards. Now, remember, like, share, subscribe. And this new moon in Leo, so it's new starts, new beginnings. New. So this is about planting new seeds for manifestation. So what seeds are you going to plant to promote yourself? The first card we got, message from water, which is interesting because Scorpio, you are a water sign. And you see, she's very well balanced on her shell with her two seahorses. She is managing the reins. She's holding the reins there. On her head, she has a crown that it gives you the idea of being an aristocrat. Now, this could be male or female. So this is like an aristocrat. The stones are a sense of honor. You are of a person of substance. The 5 stones also represents the 5 senses, 5 fingers, 5 hands, 5 continents that you have traveled across the waters. Now there's a lot of water here. And everyone know that you don't have no problem going underwater. You know what I'm saying? This is speaks of search for the perfect balance of strength. How are you balancing the strength? And with that, there's a lot of balance here when you think about emotional, physical, mental balancing of all the areas of your life, or all of the things that you think and feel. However, what this represents is somebody who is triumphant and victorious over whatever obstacles they had to overcome. And they could have done it with help or without, because we know that you are very capable, Scorp. You don't always need people's help because you're very smart. And with that, now, like I said, you could have did it with or without the help of others. You could have did it without any additional materials or energetic factors, except for your own drive, will, and desire. So as a result, your plans came true. And maybe this is what I think is interesting, a hard new beginning, but not all pleasant. Now, it may be hard at the beginning, but it won't be pleasant. It will be, will not be totally unpleasant, because when you start new things, that means putting in the work. And for you, Scorpio, that might mean going underwater. You know what I'm saying? So this is a new start. You're getting your emotions are balanced. You are an aristocrat because you have traveled the 5 continents, the 7 seas. You have conquered many things. So that's bringing all your experiences into balance right here, right now, which is interesting because this is water, and Scorp, you are water. This card right here, this is the spleen chakra. This is like your blood sugar, ovaries, urinary tract, kidneys, uterus, adrenals. Has to deal with your feelings, emotional needs, your boundaries, who, what you trust, warmth, intimacy, how do you let go, addiction, joy, beginnings and endings, which is interesting for this to be a completion card. But what this is about is a soldier, you know, at his final place. It comes to a spectacular close. Now, people are, you know, and a lot of people remember this person. But right here, this is a reminder to cherish all the beauty in your life, including endings. So this is not necessarily a death. It may be, it's just end of a phase. You have completed a phase. Now you need to reflect on that phase as part of your history and discover what you value. Don't fear the completion. It's just time to move on and be in the present moment. Now, being that this is the spleen chakra, it is imperative that you drink a lot of water, okay? Because this is your urinary tract, so drinking more fluids, eating orange fruits, salmon, papaya, and possibly maybe doing some yoga. And the interesting about this chakra, this is go create. What you about to do here? You're going to take your own inventory and you're about to go create something magnificent, spectacular, because you a Scorp, and you know Scorp don't have no problem going underwater. You right? You know, right? You know I'm right. Now this next card, which is interesting because the other chakra card that we just had was the second chakra. This is the third chakra. And this is about abundance. But the solar plex chakra also represents your stomach, your liver, small intestines, your mental energy, your willpower, control over yourself and others, your beliefs, constructive versus self-criticism, your thoughts, or your perfectionist. But what's interesting about this card is this box right here is a box of gold coins. But it's a magical box. And it's like all the coins in there have stories to tell. And this one coin told the story of a wise young girl that you see up here. This old guy dropped his money down the sink and he's like, oh my God, where's my money? Where's my money? But the young girl, who was wise beyond her years, got a string of some chewing gum, dropped it down the drain and got the money. And eventually she saved so much money she was able to purchase something that she really wanted. So really, abundance here is, what are you using your money for? What are you doing with your money? Because a lot of times we are rich and we're going to sit around here thinking about we lost it, how are we going to get it? What are you going to do? The thing is being wise with your resources. And with that, you know, since this is the solar plexus, you think solar, the sun, get out in the sunshine. You need to get out in the sunshine and maybe do some aerobic exercises, some core strengthening like Pilates. And, you know, think about maybe developing some sensitivity. And yellow foods like lemons, bananas, things like that. Things that grow in the sun. Think about that. That's going to help strengthen those solar plexus. And then you're also going to be mindful of eating better foods, like maybe detoxing the liver. So that's maybe staying away from sugar. Food for thought. However, you know, you got the message. You're an aristocrat. You are triumphant. Okay, a phase of life has ended. So you have completed something now and you're ready to start anew. So when life comes to a close, or a period comes to a close, Realize that you're abundant, especially if you're being mindful of what you're doing with your money. And maybe that's it. You've come to a phase now where you are going to be more abundant because you're going to be more mindful of how you're using your resources. And get out in the sun. It'll definitely help you. And then, as you know, everything is in nature. Every spring is a new beginning, bearing a multitude of budding possibilities. Being vulnerable, vulnerability. Okay. Vulnerability. So, hey, you're dealing with some emotions here. But you're an aristocrat. Get it together. Balance all of your senses here. All your emotions, all your experiences. Get them into balance. Okay. This new moon, so it's the end of a phase. It's time to start anew. And if you're starting anew and you're thinking of your finances, and then too, this doesn't necessarily have money. What do you need? What makes you feel abundant? Could it be your relationships with your friends, your family? It could be many things. Money is a lot. You're rich if you have people you love. Food for thought. And know that it's okay to be vulnerable, because every spring there's a new beginning. And this new moon in Leo is a new beginning. It's time to start fresh. A new beginning bearing a multitude of budding possibilities. You have so many possibilities, Scorp. So get out and promote yourself. It's okay to market yourself, baby. Rein it in. Balance it out. Fresh new start. A cycle has ended. There's abundance to be had. Budget what you got. Nature tells us everything is in nature. Okay, Scorpio, this was your new moon reading in Leo. I hope this is a wonderful, amazing cycle for you. Plant good seeds, and remember, like, share, subscribe. And this is Sister Omi. Peace.